When I first met our next guest, she had on her coat, she had a ponytail, and she was running out the door. Actually, she was running back in the door because she was at Swatched 2017. She won first place, but she left before the winners were announced because she didn't think she had a chance. Boy, did she have a chance. Hands down, everybody absolutely loved her aesthetics. With us now is Ellen. How are you?
Hi, nice to see you again.
Oh my gosh, it was such a funny night. So all these contestants were coming together. Swatched, it's a great fundraiser for the IDS. Big check presentations. All the celebrity designers got to pick their favorite charity. I chose Long Island Cares. I'm up there with the mic, ready to announce the winner. Your board number was 24.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, where's the winner from 24? Where's the winner from 24? Your girlfriend was sweet enough to say that you were indisposed.
Yes.
But actually, she brought you in from the parking lot.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Your moment of fame right there and then, and you almost like left the building.
And I think most of the pictures show how shocked I was because really the other designers had beautiful, wonderful boards and I didn't know how I measured up to them. So
well,
I was flattered and honored.
Did.
Yes.
This was not your first career, though.
No.
You were a teacher. Let's talk about that and how you actually became who you are today.
Okay. Well, I was a teacher for 30 years, and I always taught 7th and 8th graders, and I loved doing that. And I really probably could have done it forever. But I decided that as I was getting closer to what would be considered retirement age, that I wanted to start doing things that made me uncomfortable. And staying in teaching was very comfortable. And I just thought I have whatever number of years to live out the rest of my life, and I just want to do things that were uncomfortable. So I went ahead and retired, and I sold my house, and I moved from Ohio to New York, and here I am.
I'm also a Midwesterner. I moved from St. Louis, Missouri 20 years ago to Long Island. I didn't know a soul. I had to refine my doctors, I tried to hang out with people in a park, try to make some new friends. I had no friends. So you restructured your whole entire life.
Yes.
And you did it in kind of a small space.
Very small space.
Okay.
Yes. So I lived in a little over 1,800 square feet, which is not a big house, but it was big enough for me to raise my 3 children in, and it was wonderful. And I now live in 292 square feet, and every foot counts. So, and so I had to get rid of everything. I only held on to a couple of things that were important to me, and I learned in that moment that it was better for me to surround myself with things that actually had meaning instead of just surrounding myself with stuff. And so that's where my whole design company came into being.
Now, would you consider yourself now a minimalist, or is it just that you're not so much a minimalist, but that you're really important, things are really important to you, they have to have some sort of meaning and function? Right.
They do have to have meaning and function, and I think minimalists sometimes, when people think that, they think they're going to walk into a room and there's going to be just a mat on the floor and 2 dishes in the kitchen or something, right? It's going to be a very Zen-like thing. So I don't know if I would really call myself a minimalist. I think that I'm more about just being surrounded by the things that you love. And if it isn't something that you can see or that you actually use, then it might be good to think, do I really need this anymore?
And move it on.
Yes.
And donate it, right?
Absolutely.
Because I know that you did a lot of that.
I gave away everything. And what really touched my heart is that there were people in my life who came and said, I really want that piece of yours, because I had always redone furniture. And so now when I go visit them, whether it's in Boston or it's in Texas, there's a part of my life still existing in someone else's home, and that just makes me feel really good. But it really wasn't as hard to get rid of the stuff as I thought it would be.
You were sending things to good new homes.
Yes, absolutely.
So now you do specialize in something that's called elbow room.
Elbow room, yes, yes.
You coined that phrase.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so tell us what that means to you, that brand.
Okay, so Elbow Room, which also has a little subtitle called Small Space Solutions, is a design firm that I started right at the end of 2015, and it just focuses on small spaces. And the idea behind it is for people to understand that just because you live in a small space doesn't mean it has to feel like you don't have room. And the whole concept of elbow room means the ability to flow freely. I also think like elbow room when I'm sitting at a table when I was a kid at the picnic table, you kind of want to do this to give yourself a little bit more room.
Exactly.
And it just turned out that elbow starts with E and room ends with M, and those are my initials, and I thought, oh, how genius. So so that's what I've been doing. I've been only focusing in on small spaces and trying to help clients see that there's ways that they can live luxuriously in a small space.
And multifunction for things.
Absolutely.
Right? So your blanket can also sometimes be a tablecloth if you're having people over, or vice versa. You just wash it all up and change it up.
Right. And the secret to that is really kind of knowing where those products are, but also knowing that they exist. So I spent the last year and a half using my own apartment as a trial and error. It's been very fun and interesting. And I've already redone my apartment twice because things that I originally put in just didn't make sense. And it's kind of hard to imagine that in 292 square feet, but it happened. And so now I understand what products are available, and I know where to find them, or I know where to go to have them custom made if that's what's needed. And so yes, I walk into my apartment and I'm in love over and over again every time I go in.
And before we wrap up, I just want to share one funny story about your background, and that is you would actually go to someone's house and you would ask them if you could redo their room.
Yes.
You're like everybody's favorite girlfriend, right?
Right.
You know, you're going over a play date and you're like, wait, let's redo your room.
Or
right?
I'd go on vacation somewhere and, you know, to visit a friend with my kids, and they'd say, well, what do you want to do this week? And I'd say, if you could just give me a room, I would love to do that. And it just, because it was always very therapeutic for me, and I think that this seems like a very natural path for me to be taking right now.
Well, congratulations for following your passion.
Thank you.
Congratulations for reinventing yourself.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best on the journey, and congratulations on that big win.
Thank you.
That was a great night, and, and there will be more. And now you're going to be coming back because you get to be the presenter next year at
Yes,
Swatched.
I do. Yes, and I'm excited to see the new boards.
Great.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ellie.
Okay, thank you.
Stay tuned for more on Live It Up.